So hello guys. So you may wonder why we started this live stream today, because there was a reason why we started live stream today, because I was having a thought recently that why don't I do a live stream figuring out every single step, the exact step by step on building an app which can land like which can let you have like make a lot of money. So in social media there is a lot of hype in this thing. You could build this app and you could sell this to the local shops and all, provide them services, and they would pay in return. So why don't we actually find an idea, then execute all the plans, and even debugging every single thing. Every single thing is going to be 100% live. You're going to see the every exact process on how we are going to build this. So there is nothing that I'm going to hide in this video. So it's going to be completely really good beginner friendly video which I'm going to make. And I'm also going to exactly find out how to build this. And disclaimer, I'm not a professional at this thing. I'm also like you guys who had learned a lot from this YouTube and stuff. And I'm just going to put everything together. And most of the things even I also won't be knowing. So we will be figuring out every single thing exact, like the process, everything with the help of AI and all. So we are going to find the problem, how to do it, and in between, if I am stuck at some point, maybe I won't be able, maybe I won't know how to fix that. And if it happens, like if someone is watching the stream, do let me know how to solve that issue. Like you can also guide me how to do, and it will be really helpful. So let's start. So before starting, let me give a quick thing. We will be using VS Code over here. So if you guys don't know what VS Code is, VS Code is uh, like a platform which developers use to build apps and all. It's like a really, really good platform to use, and we are going to do all the coding over here. And we also be using AI over here, because in VS Code you could see there is like an agent mode over here. There are multiple models which you can use, like Claude, then Claude Sonnet is there, then GPT 5.6 Terra, and even more, if you want, you can also add another models. I'm going to do this in a free plan, so I don't know whether we'll be using auto. So the first of all, I don't know whether auto will actually work over here, but let's figure it out as we move on. So let's see. I hope you get an idea what tools we are going to use and how we are going to do every single thing. So before starting, let me say like what exactly my plan is. So today I'm planning to build an app which is much more like a try-on app. Google had actually made this app recently where you could actually take a photo of yourself and the cloth, and after that AI will recreate an image you wearing that cloth. So it would be really helpful for shops like clothing stores, where you could install that with a TV, and on behind the scene we could run this particular program. So whenever a customer arrives, he could upload a photo of himself with the cloth. Maybe we could assign a particular barcode or a particular code for each cloth. So whenever the shopkeeper enters the code with your photo, the screen will automatically displays an image of you wearing the cloth, and it will be much easier for the customers to know how the cloth will turn out once they wear that. So it would help them to save a lot of time, which is actually a really good idea based on app based. So, and there are also a lot of people who are actually building this. So I recently saw a short where a person claims that he built this for a store and he also got paid. So we will be trying to build that thing from scratch. I don't know what step. So let's start with the step and execution. For this, let's go to Gemini. We'll be using Gemini for this, like for the entire plan and execution stuff. So let's go to Gemini over here, and let's ask it. mm, let's tell him the exact plan what we are going to do. So I'm going to use this dictate thing. so that I don't want to sit and type the entire thing. So it would be much easier. So let me. So today I am planning to build an app live on YouTube. So the plan of my app is that we will build an app where I could basically what would say capture a photo of myself with a picture of the clock. And once we had entered that an image, and image will be automatically generated like the person wearing that particular cloth. It would be like an app that is building for clothing stores, where a person can actually do this. So I want you to actually I want you to actually help me to like enhance this particular prompt, like give me more details, and also let me know like what are points I'm missing and how the app should be like. Just give me a general idea. I just want to know some general ideas how to do this thing. So I hope you got the idea. So this is what I want to build, and this is the app which I want to build. And now tell me like which are points I'm lacking and which are I have to improve, and what do you think about the overall prompt. So before building, let's start with ideation, like what we have to do. So see, Gemini had did a really good job in in dictating the thing exactly what I told. So let's click submit. It will be really like, okay. Okay, it had built a lot of things. So let's read this thing. Before that, let me pin this over here so that we don't miss this out. Okay, perfect. This is a solid high value concept. Virtual try-on tool are hugely popular for e-commerce because they are directly increases conversion rate and reduces return rates for clothing brand. Core gap and missing consideration. To build the product and work smoothly live on stream, you need to address a few technical user experience edge case before. Input variety, clothing type, upper wear, t-shirt, jacket, lower wear, pants up, full body outfit dress requires selection of. Okay, this is a really important thing which I can see over here, privacy and data security, which we actually miss. So according to this, they are saying like a processing personal photos after like when a customer is ready to upload his own photo, we have to actually delete that automatically so that there is nothing like that particular photo is stored and later used for some other unwanted work. So this is actually a really important thing which we have to like a security term which we have to actually focus on later in this video. So once we build this app, we will also be focusing on like auto deletion, which would be really important in this case. And latency. Okay, overall it gave me an idea of how to do this thing. So I didn't find much useful stuffs in this, but okay, let me ask it to do something else over here. So let me tell what my plan is. So right now, whatever you told is actually good. So right now I'm planning to build this app with VS Code. So in VS Code, there is a Copilot. We will be asking it. I had connected with Copilot, but most of the models like Claude 4.6, then ChatGPT, Tara, these all things are locked in premium mode. I'm actually trying to build it for free. So will actually this VS Code Copilot, the auto thing actually be able to build this thing? So let me know like how the app should look like how the interface should look like. Give me a rough idea how it should look like and what a button should be there. And it should be like a two box over here where we can drag a particular clothing and a person's photo. And at last there will be a button where we could click generate or like try on. And once we click that, a picture of the photo will appear. And after that, and the same page, there will be a back button. So whenever we click the back, it will return back to the original position, like original home page with the two boxes where we could upload the person's and clothing image with the try on button. And we are not going to save anything, so it should be like auto deletion. We will focus this on late, so like lately, like at last. First, let's build an interface like a front end and back end working, just a basic prototype. Let's see. So the plan which I'm having where this can be used is like a clothing store with a huge TV can be uploaded, and the sales guy could actually take the photo with their permission with the customer's photo, and also enter the barcode of the picture. The photo of the clothing would be taken in advance, and a designated code would be given. So all they have to do is to upload the code, and finally the product would be entered. So let's see what we'll do. Let's see what it can make. Yes, the auto mode of GitHub Copilot and VS Code can build a basic front-end and back-end prototype. Under the hood, Copilot auto routes text dynamic and the thing that which I am actually scared of right now is that Auto can actually build, VS Code Auto can build, but I don't know, it won't be like as good as the front end model. So I don't know whether it will run out of credit and all because I never used that. So let's figure it out. So I had used this ChatGPT, like Gemini, Google AI Studio, then ChatGPT, and also let's figure it out. To build a quick live stream. Okay, this is how the UI layout will look like. AI virtual try on fitting room. There will be a heading like this, then two box, user photo, and a clothing photo, then a try on outfit. So this would be a button. So whenever we click this, we could actually a generated image will be coming over here. And whenever we click the try another outfit, it will return back to the original, like the initial home page. So the TV which I was talking about, it would be like if you entered McDonald's and all, like those restaurants, you could see a huge TV where you could click and order the food which you want. So whenever you click, you could select the burger which you want. You can select the quantities. Then you could say like, okay, confirm the pay or something like that, and you could like pay and you could just confirm and a bill will come out, right? So it's like a huge TV. So I think in clothing stores also we can implement or like what we'll say, we could implement these TVs over there for them. We could obviously charge them for the TV, and on the back end, we could actually connect it with the TV. So all they have to do is to upload the images and all. That's it. And you could charge monthly for running this same program, which we don't have to change on future. So it's going to be the same program. All you have to do is to let it work. So and you can charge them monthly based on this. I hope this turns out good at the end. Let's see. So what's the UI element? Header, title, subject, then drops on person. Okay, drops on to try on main action recent. Okay. Before I actually building this thing, what we say, the code and building the program, first let's go to Google's like Google. Wait, before that, let me make sure everything is clear. Okay, so basically, I think before actually building that app, asking it to generate a prompt and building the app, first let's use Google Stitch to actually design the front end. So how the front end would look like. So I think that would be really best ways to start. So what was the spelling of Stitch? Wait, Google Stitch. So I think this app would actually be really useful, like a really good way to start building. So before that, let me make sure like everything is audible to you guys right now. Perfect. Okay, so let's go with Google Stitch, and this is their official site to actually build and front end design. So let's go with a sign. So I have to sign in for a quick. So meantime, let me shift this to the front end. So okay. So I will be back after signing. So let me sign in into Google Stitch right now. So this is Google Stitch official platform. So we are going to build a front-end design for our app using this thing. So you could learn how you could build this front-end design. So I'm going to show you the exact step on how we are going to do this. So you got, oh, before that, we also have to do one thing which would actually increase the productive and the quality of our website. So there had been a small problem which happened to me right now. Uh, what I did is I was live streaming on private mode. It was not public, so most of you guys like didn't have seen my videos till yet. That's why my views was actually zero. So when I checked that, it was on private. So I don't know when whether YouTube would actually like post my previous videos, which I was talking over here. I don't know if the video is starting from here. I was extremely sorry. We had actually covered. We had did our ideation. Now we are building a front end design for our app, which is basically a try on where you could upload an image of yourself and the cloth. And once you did it, and you can press a button of try on, and the app would actually generate an image of you wearing the cloth. That's the basic idea of the app which we are trying to build. I'm extremely sorry for what happened. It was on like private mode. Now it's public, so let's start building our thing. So this is the code which we are going to use, VS Code. So let's start building our app. I don't know whether YouTube would actually publish the previous video together with the public one. So anyways, let's build. So this is the prompt which we generated in order to make a front-end design with Google Stitch. So in the Google Stitch platform, you can see that interactive, like whenever my mouse is moving, there is this particular color that's working behind the background. This is actually a really good line. I really like the interface, to be honest. It's really good, but it's actually easy to make this thing, but It's cool. So now what we have to do is that in this prompt, I didn't like few things like the fit AI. We have to find a particular name for this and the subtle live prototype. I don't want that thing also to be there. And rest of the things, I think it's actually good. Design status and other dark mode. And they also specify the color. Okay, indigo violet. Okay, I don't care much about this thing. I think it's perfect over here, and it's also mobile and desktop response. It's really good. So first, before building, let's actually come up with a name for our product. So give me 10 suggestion for this app instead of Fit AI. Fit AI is actually good to be honest, but or else we will make it Fit AI, and we don't need this live Fit AI live. Live is actually not good, so let's keep it as Fit AI. I think Fit AI is also good. So before that, let's bring up with 10 new idea like name suggestion. So maybe it will be really good. Uh, Coming to Fit Matrix. mm, Suite up Fit Craft. I think Fit AI is good. Let it be Fit AI instead of Fit AI Live. So we'll be keeping it as Fit AI. Let it be Fit AI. That's why I always recommend you to read the prompt before you generate, because there would be something which you won't like, because once it generate, it will take tokens to change, right? So let's be really productive and Fit AI. Okay, now it's perfect. Receive email and whatever. Let's cancel this thing. So it's going to use 3 Flash. Am I going to make app or like design desktop web? Let's go with app because I never built an app. So let's go with an app. Now you could see AI is actually building the entire design for me. So let's see what it will come up with. Hopefully it's come up with a really good thing. So let's wait and see. Okay, so Fit AI is actually figuring out the color type which we want. You could see over here the font, color, then everything over here. So let's select this. Click to copy. Why should I copy? Mapping out the components, Fit AI. Oh, it actually brought up a logo for my app, like Fit AI. I never generated a logo. It's crazy. It's good actually. Now it's generating the screen. To be honest, this thing is actually helpful if you are building an app. A really crazy tool. Fit AI, the new look, AI generation completed. Oh, wow. Try another outfit. Crazy cool. Fit AI, the logo also generated. That's crazy. So your new look AI generation is completed. So is it it? Copy, share, try another YouTube feud. New government details. Okay, they convert to government details. Also. That's crazy. I can even track these things. That's good. So this is how the front will look like. You could see over here. Fit AI. Then there is a help button over here, which we have to add something over there too. Then AI powered fitting room. We could change this to something else according to the needs, but let it be as such because I'm not focusing much on that. Then virtual try on, see how any outfit looks on you instantly. Then there will be 2 pictures where you can upload your photo, then upload the outfit. Then we'll be clicking this try on outfit. And below that, I think there is something like mirror over here. So let me zoom in a bit. So there is like a mirror, then AI lab, mirror, AI lab. Wait, how to move this thing over here? Oh, wait. Mirror, AI lab is there, then closet profile. Whenever it's TV like thing, I think only AI lab is needed. We don't want these things, but mirror, I think, okay, let's keep mirror like a live camera or something. Let's attach the camera stuff. We would be working on live AI lab right now. I think that would be much better. Let's reduce this thing a bit. Okay, it's actually overall the design is actually good. Now, what we have to do is a result driven upload outfit. Now, what should I do actually? Oh, I could make changes to this by clicking, and now whenever you click this, you could edit with AI or edit test directly. If you want, you can even delete that also. It's fine. Over here, I think this is these thing also. Yeah, it's editable with AI. It's fine over here. The final output is also good. Cybernetic bomber. We don't want these things, copy paste things and stuff, but let it be. Now let's figure out what we have to do next with AI. So before that, let me go with snipping tool. Let me, for a second. Oh, wait. I didn't change the screen. So I'm making a lot of mistakes, man. So you could see over here, this is what we generated with Stitch. We had copied this prompt and we pasted it over this Google Stitch. And on Google Stitch, you could see we had generated all this, it had generated this entire interface. All you have to do is to paste it over here and click like generate, and it generated the entire outfit. You could see over here, upload the photos, upload outfit and try on outfit, then virtual try on, see how any outfit looks on you instantly. It generated the entire thing. This is the result tab. You are look AI generated completed, and AI. This is how the picture where your picture will come out, and try another outfit when whenever you're clicking this try another outfit, it will come back to the original thing. So I think let it be over here. I think this is how it should look like. Overall, the interface is actually good. Overall, the interface is actually good. So now we have to figure out what we have to do next. So let's figure that out. So let me actually bring it closer. Now let me zoom in a bit. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take a screenshot of this particular page. Now what we have now I took a screenshot. Now what I have to do is that I generated. Let me do a voice. So basically, I generated this front-end like design of the app which I'm going to build. Now I want you to tell me what I should do next. So how can I generate an app with this? Let me know that I step by step on how, like from start to stop, on how I'm going to build this thing. Let's ask AI how to do this thing, and it will be generating the step, and we will be following the exact step. Next, I think we have to generate a prompt for building this thing. Then we have to export this thing, and that's it. And we have to go to VS Code and do that thing. So let's see. That's it. We have to generate do exact grouping. Download the package or copy React. Open VS Code terminal and create a lightweight React white plus app. What does that mean? NP create with the latest Fig AI app. Template React. Phase two. So this is the phase one, which I didn't understand what this actually is. So phase two, interactive and state logic with Copilot. Okay, wait, I didn't understand anything over here. Okay, we are stuck at this point over here. So, hey, nice to meet you. Wait a second, let me correct. So let's figure out what we have to do next. We had built this front end design, which is actually great at this point. Now we have to build this particular app over here. Let's see. Build this front end design. What's the next step? I should be using beginner friendly. Uh, Beginner friendly step. There is set up the project folder in VS Code, VS Code controller terminal. Okay, okay, we have to set up a project file on VS Code at first. Then npm create a new project folder. So I have to install this thing, Taiwan CSS. So let me export this thing a bit first right now. I think we can export this thing. This is the front end design and this is the back end design. So I think I have to, both of them are selected right now. Let me go so I can Figma mcp.zip code to copy. There are many options over here. We can directly enter this to. So I think preview must be. I think preview means build with Laravel, deploy bold, build with block. Okay, I could actually directly build with Laravel also. That would be actually good, but the problem with Laravel is that there is actually a limit in this building in free version, especially in the free version. I will run out of credit, so I have to wait every single day to complete this thing, which would be actually a headache. I think let's go with VS Code. So before that, let me actually find out like which one should I actually export about it. There is also an option like Stitch React app. Stitch React app. Which one should I look? Is there an option like copy to clipboard? There is no option like copy to clipboard. Or even where is it even and don't worry don't worry about the live stream or just building and learning it live. Learning it live. So we copy. Oh, I could actually copy to clipboard. Okay, that's actually good. And located the second from the bottom, click the blue export button at the model. Open VS Code, highlight everything and press. Okay, so after that, once I exported that to exported that particular zip file, once I exported that particular zip file over here, as you can see, uh, once I exported this particular thing, I could either export it as zip or I could directly copy it to clipboard. I could do whatever I want over here, but I think zip would be also actually good, but it will be let's figure it out. We will be deciding what we have to do next. And once we did that, we will be uploading that into VS Code. As you can see over here, we will be uploading that to VS Code. And in VS Code, will be going to the describe over here, describe and build. Over there, we'll be uploading that particular file which we downloaded or copied to the clipboard. I will be deciding what I have to do next. And once we did that, we will be pasting this particular prompt over there. Here is my Stitch front-end code. Keep the visual layout exactly as designed, but add a reactive state for image upload. Like keep the design of the same, but for the upload button, like box 1 and 2, it should be like reactive, and the result preview also the try-on outfit should be also reactive. So once I click that, it will be like redirected to the result preview button. So before going to that, we have to do something on this VS Code, right? We have to make a folder in order to make this. This thing is actually going to be a bit tricky if you're starting out just like me. So it's going to be a bit tricky. We will be figuring out how to do that. So so there are many steps that's given over here. The Gemini had actually given us a lot of steps to do. npm create whitelist. Let me ask over here. So now what to do inside this VS Code? Here is the image. Here's the image of my VS Code. I want my work to be done inside a file which is kept inside Pygame on my desktop. See, this is the work. So this is my. Let me know whether I connected to the file. So let me take a screenshot of my VS Code. So recently I took a screenshot of my VS Code. Now let me paste it over here and it will let me know what I should be doing with it. You are currently inside an empty workspace named app, not inside your Pygame folder. You can see actually I want to be inside app, not Pygame. So this app folder is inside Pygame, and this Pygame is my like the major folder which I'm having, which I or inside Pygame I'm having another folder like website where I generate like where I made a website, and inside the same Pygame there is another folder along with the website called app, and now I have to make this particular app inside the folder app. So let me know whether I'm in correct folder. Let me build this app right now. So let's go with, so I hope you could see my VS Code over here. So let's select the app which we are going to make. Open folder. So let me go with the app section over here and we'll be selecting. So we are going to make this thing in this particular file over here. Control plus G. Okay, let me first, before starting, let's start with the basic. We will be learning what exactly everything is. So let's ask AI what we are actually going to do. What is this thing? So right now you told me to create a React app inside the folder. And wait, a React app inside the folder. Wait a second. Okay. So right now you told me to create a npm create white at the rate latest, then template React, then we have to write, then we have to install the default dependencies like npm install, then npm install this uh, tailwind css. What is this thing exactly? Explain me why we are doing this thing step by step. So let's see what we are going to do. Before doing, we have to know what we are going to do. So let it explain what each step exactly is. So basically learning, in order, if you want to learn, this is the perfect way to learn using AI, because you could ask every single like stupid questions to it, and it's like a really good way to learn. So the first step which they asked me to do is like npp create with Athlete. What is this thing? What is this? It runs with a modern development tool that builds the fundamental scaffolding for the React application. So what do we do? React is a library written by JavaScript and JXX, which web browsers cannot run raw out of the box. We set up an entire folder structure, development server, and build tools so that a computer can compile and display your React code instantly. Okay. Um, okay, it's confusing right now. So what does this period means? Period tells that way to install everything right inside your current app. So this particular period, what does that it does is that it will tell this VS Code to install like everything inside the particular folder. In my case, the folder is app folder. It's written over the app folder instead of creating a new nested folder inside. Okay, so why do next one is npm install. This is the second step which they asked me to do is npm install. So okay, this npm install it is used to install all the essential background packages and libraries into our project. So if you are having this library, then only you would be able to build the app which we are trying to build right now. So why we do right? Yeah, obviously, because whenever you're creating a new project, these packages won't be installed normally. So you have to install this. That's why we are doing this npm install. As npm install, what is this tailwind CSS? I want to know that. Uh, Oh, okay. It's basically like a thing that is used for the styling. So the HTML, it's not used for the styling. It's basically the backend. So we have to write every single thing, and the particular code in order to style, giving the font size, the font color, and this stuff. We are using CSS. And in order to build an app, we have to also download this tail with CSS and background helper to ensure CSS generate it was from. Okay, that's what this the third step actually means. Now what is this? Initiate PM. So this is the basic summary flow. So what is this bit setup? Bit setup create a React program structure, and NPP instant downloads all the essential React engine. Then Tyward adds a styling system and export by Google Stitch. So since we are generated this particular interface using Google Stitch, and we want to enter this to VS Code. So in order for the styling and stuff, we have to download this Tailwind also, Tailwind, and link the styling system to the React code. So this is particularly odd hint. Oh, I generated a lot over here. Okay, anyways, now we have to move back to the coding system. So where to start from? That's actually a mistake. Once you like, if you're beginning building it from like for the first time, finding and debugging, it's like building it for the first time is much harder. And once you actually build it, it's much easier to build afterwards. So when you're starting out, it's much of headache because you have to figure out every single thing, right? But it's all right. It's all right because that's how you actually learn. So don't be ashamed of like you made a lot of mistake because that's a part of it. So just be confident about what you're doing, learn on the process and build. That's I think. So this particular video, the particular live stream is all for that because even if you're a complete beginner, you could build an amazing web app with this AI and stuff. You could make this, and the process is not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot of issue. You're going to figure out every single thing from scratch, but eventually you could make this thing. I could actually build this entire thing from a lovable or base 44. It's going to be much easier, just one prompt, and I could just land a website. But that's like an easiest way. But coming to the back, like a really hard and really important in the job case, you have to learn this VS Code and stuff. And building with this is going to be a bit hard, but learning all this stuff is going to be hard. So for those who are starting, I just want to say that it's not going to be easy. This the starting process is going to be like this. So just be confident in what you're doing and just keep going. Eventually, you will figure it out. So now, what should I do in this interface? Where should I enter this particular prompt? Let me copy this particular prompt so that AI will understand what I was talking about. So like this. Oh, so whenever I'm teaching, the three, four chats are coming at the same time. You need to open the terminal window inside VS Code to run a terminal compound. So I have to open the terminal window in the VS Code. Okay, I know that. So let's go with that. For keyboard shortcut is control plus this particular thing that's above the tag button or below the escape button on your keyboard. As you can see over your keyboard, this thing we have to click control plus this particular button over here below the escape or above that tab button. That's a shortcut in order to open the terminal. And the back trick key located below. Okay, next one is menu. Click the terminal in the top button, top menu bar, and select new terminal. Once clicked, a panel will pop up at the bottom half of the screen showing a command line prompt. Open terminal. Oh, then we have to enter this particular thing. Then, okay, so what about the Rust 3? Scatter. I think this is not the only prompt which I have to enter, right? There was like much more prompt which I have to enter. There were like three prompt over here. Yeah. So I think, okay, let me copy this particular thing. I think this is going to be much easier. Wait, let me copy this thing. I just want to know whether, so basically, I have to enter all these prompt, important for prompt that you mentioned about inside the same terminal. Let's see if the answer is yes, we'll be continuing. Yes. To run all these commands, the same VS Code terminal window, one right of the other. So once we have entered this thing, then we have to go to the next, then next, and finally we have to do this thing. if I'm using JavaScript, then I have to do this thing. We have to enter this particular thing over here. So it's crazy. Let's start building. So I think the terminal button over here is like a something. So terminal button, according to the, I think it's like source code, run and debug. Control plus. Okay, we got the terminal open over here. As you can see, I just clicked the control plus that particular button over there. So now we have to run these particular codes. First one is npm create with at the latest in order to create our app. So let's install this particular thing. Go with it. Oh my god. Wait a second. Wait a second. There is a problem. This is because of window PowerShell block problem. Wait, so let me fix this thing particularly right now. I could possibly solve this thing by two way, either by switching to command prompt like inside the VS Code or directly changing that execution policies inside my command center. So I have to set it as run as administrator. The second step, I think I cannot live stream on the stream right now because I had connected I had like set my screen in such a way. It's not like capture the window, it's like capture the window, not capture the entire display. So this thing particular debugging, you cannot see most of the time if I'm choosing the second option. So let's see whether I can do the first option. I don't know how to do the first option. So let's figure it out. So let me come back to the VS Code. There should be a plus icon over here. Oh, I think I don't want this thing. This is the new, I just started a new PowerShell over here. And let's fix this thing. And I can command. Wait a second. I should never open this PowerShell over here. Wait. This is actually wrong over here. Where should click on this thing, and over there I have to select command prompt. Yeah, this is what I have to start with. So I just started a command prompt over here. Before that, I came into an error on YouTube. Wait a second. Let me fix that. It's actually much easier to build apps compared to the previous time, because whenever you're having doubt, even it's like the code would be automatically returned by AI and stuff. All you have to do is to know the basic stuff about these things. But it's kind of hard to figure out if you're like doing it for the first time. So let's see. Let me fix this error for the first time. Like, first of all, let me fix this. So, mm, now what I have to do is that inside that command center, I have to paste this particular prompt over here, the same thing, because on the PowerShell it won't work because I had set it in such a way. So let me see whether it will work. Hopefully it should work. Yeah, it worked. Okay, to proceed, uh, most probably have to click Y over here. So over here now we have to click Y. So let me type like Y over here and click enter. So you can see which lender to use, and npx create window template. I think it's confirmed now. Enter confirm to navigate. Enter to convert. Enter to confirm. Uh, Everything is perfect so far. Uh, so I'm just teaching you how to do everything with AI and stuff. So what we have to do is that we have to take screenshot of this thing, particular stuff. The thing which we made mistake is that we went with the PowerShell at the start, which is not the right way to start. So we have to go with the node, and on the command center, which you will get in the plus icon, and over here you would get an option to select that command center over here. Once you click the command prompt, and over there you could possibly do this thing. So now let's reconfirm that we have to go with the confirm button over here. So this is what I'm doing on the backend thing. So we have to like, I'm just figuring out everything with AI. It's like much easier compared to the previous time. So let's see whether it's like the right thing or not. Oh, I think having a network issue over here. Okay. Now is enter 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's saying it's correct. Now press down arrow key on a keyboard and press enter. Once we finish generating the template, run. After that, we have now what we have to do according to AI. Now what we have to do is that we have to press the down button over here. So let me see. Let me click the down button and select ES. I think we have to select what? Select ESLint. What is this ESLint? Before doing, we have to know what this is. Then only we would get an idea whenever we are building the Nest app. We should get an idea of what we are doing. So it's really important to know every single process what we are doing. So let's see what is this ESLint first of all. Let's figure it out. What is this thing actually? So what is this ESLint? ESLint is an automated code inspector for JavaScript and React. Oh, okay. What is this ESLint? ESLint is like, so it's see it is as like a Grammarly for your code. So whenever you're writing English or typing something on your WhatsApp, there would be some mistakes which we will write, right? Maybe it could be spelling mistake or grammar mistake. So this Grammarly actually fixes that. And I think according to this AI, what it told is like ESLint is like works similar like Grammarly, but for code. So whenever there is a mistake for code, it will maybe like automatically inspect whether the code is correct or not and catches all the error and stuff, enforces good habit, keep code clean. That's what ESLint is. Okay. Okay, now since we understand what this ESLint is, let's select the ESLint over here. As you can see, there is an option over here, ESLint. And now we have to click enter to confirm. Do you want to, next one is install with MPP or start now? Install with NPM and start now. I think we have to go with yes. It's an obvious common sense, but anyways, let's reconfirm with our main, like the main brain. Let's reconfirm. I think, okay. Is should I select yes? See, like none of this thing is actually my brain. Everything is done by AI and stuff. So it's completely is like this guy's brain. So it's actually much easier. So selecting yes, let automatically run npm install. Okay, accordingly now what Gemini was telling me is to write this particular npm install. Like it's the step two. But actually, what happened? That was an accident. My mouse just fall down. Let me hold on. Okay. Oh no. Okay, now coming back, what was we were saying that like Gemini was asking me to do npm install as the second step, but over here when I was doing it automatically asked me whether I should continue with npm install automatically. So what I have to do is that I have to select yes and we have to click enter. Now it's installing that particular thing, as you can see over here. The entire thing is started initiating. So let's continue with this thing. Let it initiate. Meanwhile, now you can see over here it's initiating the particular thing over here. It's actually really good at this point. Now what I have to do is that the next step I have to go with npm install tailwind css. So why I'm doing this tailwind css? Because I'm going to import this particular project, which you could see over here, the particular the template of our website, which we have generated recently. I have to install this thing over there, right? So it's we need to like download this tailwind CSS, because CSS is like is used for the design and stuff. So do you want allow public and private network to access this app? I have to go with yellow. Perfect. What happened over here? Okay, it has downloaded the entire package, installing dependency 135, 31 packages, everything was downloaded. Starting dev server, then Win is ready, then local network host, H and enter to show help. Now let's screenshot this particular thing which happened right now and ask. So this is what happened behind the scenes. So it had downloaded the entire package over here. It had added 135 package with 31 package are looking for funding, run NPM fund and all. Then it has downloaded in locals. And now I just want to confirm that this thing actually works. So before that, let me make sure that everything is audible and clear to you guys, because I don't want to work after all this work and find this thing it's not working. So it would be really devastating. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back to our Gemini and upload this particular thing over here, the final result, and ask it. Or what? Wait, I think I have to reload this. So let me upload this thing, this particular code base, and ask it whether I should continue with step 3. This is how you debug and code with AI. So there is a teacher that's going to help you, but you have to just follow the step. Stop and running the server first before installing timer. Stop. Okay, I cannot do this thing. Stop the running development server. Click inside the terminal window. Press Ctrl C on your keyboard. If they ask terminal bad job, press Y and hit general. Then run the step 3. Okay, so I have to go back to my VS Code over here, and over here what I have to do is that I have to go and search, type Control C. So let me go there and search Control C, terminal batch job. So I have to go with Y and click enter. Perfect. Now what I have to do is that I have to paste this particular npm install tail with css. So let me actually paste this particular thing and go. So we are basically building a foundation of the entire thing. Now what happened is that it has found vulnerabilities, and I think it's done by now. Let's just cross confirm. Let me take a screenshot of this particular thing, and we'll be going back to Gemini and asking it whether everything is all right or not. So I had run the step 3 which you have told, and I've just got this result back. Now what I have to do, and is everything right? Now what should I do next? Let's see. Perfectly added world package, inside the project. Okay, now what we have to do is that I have to go look at the left Explorer panel of VS Code and click on bit.config.js. So let me go back to VS Code over here, and on the left side, I could find bit.confirm.js. So you can see that downloaded every single thing in my app folder. That's actually really good. And so I did everything over here. So I have to paste it with this particular file. So I just copied this particular code and we have to enter it over here by removing the entire thing. So we paste this thing. Now, before continuing, I just want to cross confirm. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to click Ctrl plus S in order to actually save this thing. So if you want to know whether the code is actually saved or not, you could see a white dot over there. You could see a white dot on the heading bit.confirm.js where my mouse cursor is right now. Then you could see a white dot. The white dot means the program is not saved yet. So in order to save that, you have to click Ctrl plus S. And if you are on Mac, you have to click Command S. And now it's the program is saved. And now what I have to do is that I just want to know what this exact prompt is. That's what we are over here. We are to learn every single process. We are not going to blindly trust AI, because AI is writing the prompt. Whenever asking how you build that app, and we'll be like, AI built that for me. And do you know how to code? No, I don't know how to code. It's like completely a waste of time. And I think it's not the right way to do it. Even though AI is building that thing, it's actually used for what we'll say for saving our time, for being more productive. It's not because we don't need to learn that. AI is building, so we don't need to learn that. It's wrong. You have to learn that, and you have to use AI to do it faster. So learning should never be compromised because of AI. So what we are going to do is that we will be asking exactly that same AI what it wrote for us. Let's learn every single thing. So coming back to the Gemini, which came, so let's go and ask it, what is this code? Why you wrote this, and why we paste this particularly on bit.config.js. And now I'm also having this one small doubt. Why did it give a name like bit.config.js? Like, why is the name like that? It should have put like some name that's actually easy to spell, right? Let me ask that stupid question to this Gemini. Why is its name? Why don't it give some fancy name to it? Let's ask that question also. Why is its name bit.config.js? Why didn't they give a fancy name to it? I'm a bit curious. That's why it's like really hard to spell. Person. This file acts as the primary config engine for web app project. Okay, it acts as a primary configuration engine for web. What is this primary configuration engine means? What does this term means? When you're starting out, everything would be actually down. Be a bit curious, learn this thing, never be ashamed, like just learn. Maybe like in this project, you may not know what it is, but coming on the next project, you will learn a lot. Like you will know what this thing is actually is. So just be curious and start learning. That's the primary uh, like objective if you're learning coding. So just be like focused on learning. A primary configuration engine is simply the central command file that does. Okay, it's like what is this primary configuration tool? So this particular file which we have generated right now called as that that the name which is not actually good. What was that? It's like uh, wind dot config dot something JS or something like that. It's actually a primary configuration. It's like the what would say uh, like a central command file. It's like a central area which is used where the code can actually run, read, and build the project and everything according to AI. So think of it like a setting panel or instruction manual. Okay, it's like an instruction manual for the code to run, how to go, how to do. So I think it's like that's what this thing is. If I'm wrong, like please don't blame me or something. I'm also a beginner like you. So this is what I understood right now. And on the coming videos, if I understood, if I'm wrong, I will also tell that I was wrong. So don't worry about that. But do cross confirm before you trust me. Okay. So coming to key breakdown, configuration, setup option, rules, use tab. Okay, now real world analogy. I asked you to like explain it like a beginner friendly way. That's why it gave us an like a real world analogy. The tools, engineer, plugins, blender, oven, microbes, then the cook prepares food, recipe book. Okay, so the tool is like the engineer, the plugins. Now what is this? The name which is actually not good. Win.config.js is actually like a recipe book. So there would be a cook who would be cooking. There would be a tools like a blender, oven, plates, and stuff. And this particular file, as you could see in the VS Code, let me go back to VS Code. This particular file, which you could see on my cursor, right? Winconfig.js. Let me zoom this a bit so maybe you would understand what this thing actually is. Uh, so this particular file over the side, like this win.config.js, it's like a recipe book. I hope you could see what this thing is. It's like a recipe book. It tells the cook before serving the dish, like it tells like how to cook, what to do, like the entire process, the entire manual or entire guide is written in this thing. And that's what we gave the guy. I think the guide is what we wrote it over here. Now let's decode what this prompt actually is. um I don't want it this fine thing to be up here. It will be taking my thing. So cool. Control plus F2. Now let's decode the code. So the first code was import define config from wind. What does that mean? Import define config from wind. That means import a helper function from wind that provides an auto complete suggestion and validate configuration option as type. Then import React from @Wind.js plugin React. Import the official plugin that teaches Wind how to phrase React components and JS syntax into standard JS script that browse understand. Import tail witness from @. So first one is import Okay, so why did we do this thing? So this is the code which we wrote. And exactly what this code is that by default, Wind only knows how to serve plain JavaScript and HTML. It has no built-in knowledge of third-party styling framework like Taiwan CSS. Adding Taiwan CSS slash Wind to the plugin, Array connected Taiwan directly to the Wind built-in cycle, ensuring every utility classes are based on from the stitch compliances instantly without requiring a separate terminal process. So why we entered this particular what we say particular tailwind thing, we have installed this tailwind. That's the reason. Because of that is we had made this particular UI design for our app. As you can see over here, we built this UI design using Google Stitch, and in order to upload this into our VS Code, we actually have to upload a file or program or something like this TinWait CSS, so that it can copy and paste the exact styling of this particular VS Code, so it can generate the exact same thing. And that's why we uploaded this Wind CSS, and it's like why is name Wind CSS? Okay, development tools relies on strict naming convention rather than a custom title and form. Automatic tool discover. When NPP runs the Wind engine looks like a file like Wind. Okay, the reason for that is industry standards and stuff. So now what? Install Taiwan CSS at the Taiwan slash Wind. Now, what should I do next? What is the next step? Let's figure out what we have to do next. If the Wind development server is running in a Taiwan CSS, Wind.run is confirmed. Open the file browser. So I have to go to this particular thing, terminal, control plus 3. So we will go with control and click. So this is the file which I downloaded. So let me see this a bit. Okay, so let me go to the desktop over here. Okay, I think everything is downloaded over here. Let's run HTML. So you can see over here, this is the app which we built. So the app which you can see over here, we have to finally change this website model to in this particular way, but now it's completely blank. So we have to work a lot in order to make it like this. So then let's see. So we had built an basic thing over here like index file, website file. So let's keep going. But over here, I'm getting this as a connection error over here. It's like, let's figure it out. There is a lot to figure out, by the way. And then so let me enter this particular thing, np run dev, because we have turned off it lately, right? So we have to turn on this particular thing over here. So now what I have to do is that I have to refresh this thing, refresh and get started. So we have get started with an app. So I did smooth around, explore bin, documentation, connect with us, GitHub, report, everything is fine. Clear. So let me make sure everything is perfect over here. So is this okay? But um, is everything perfect? So we had built so far we had did all the basic thing. We have imported tail, width, CSS, and we got this particular page over here. It's actually crazy. We get started with this. Now we have to go to index.css over here, HTML. Then we have to do some basic work before we import this particular work. So we built this thing. It's crazy over here. So now we have to import this particular design which we have generated. So this is the app which we are trying to build. So this is the overall design which we generated with Google Stitch. This is a perfect try-on app. So let's see whether everything is working all right over here. It's running perfectly. Okay, it's fine. Run React template looks a lot of cleanly. Now I have to do is to swap up the placeholder screen with an actual Stitch code. Okay, now we are going to go to the main thing. That is, now we will be trying to take the same design into our VS Code. So there is a lot of files which have been uploaded. So let's actually turn this particular thing into that particular design which we have generated that app. So it's going to take some time, but let's see now what's the next step. On the left explorer, expand src folder and click app.js. Select everything inside app.js, Control A and delete it. So VS Code and click save. Okay, that's fine. So we have to expand this src, then we have to go to app.css. Now I have to delete this entire thing over here. Display flex and stuff, solid bar. I just want to make sure this is the same thing. So let me see whether this is the code for that thing. I have to go with app.css file. Let me cross confirm this thing for a bit. App.jsx. JSX. App.j. Okay, I have to do for this thing. Okay. Classmate logo, social, github.com. Okay, this is the particular. So now what I have to do is that I have to delete the entire thing over here and take this particular, I have to copy the UI design of this particular thing. So that's what I have to do right now. So let me extract that code for this particular thing. Now what I have, in order to export, you have to select this, go to the select button, then you have to select that the file which you want to download. So I've just selected the file. Now you have to go with export button. And now let's go to copy to clipboard because it's like much easier. So we go with copy to clipboard. Now you can see the code is copied to your clipboard. As you can see over here. I'm sorry for that. So we could see in order to copy that thing, you have to go to that select button over the side in this Stitch app. Then we have to select the design which we have generated before. Now we have to go to export. Then as you move down, you can see an option like copy to clipboard. You could also download it as zip file and paste this in the folder which you have generated. And it's going to be a much more the result is going to be same, but the steps are going to be a little bit more. So let's go with copy to clipboard. It's going to be much easier. So you can see the code is copied to your clipboard. Now what we have to do is we have to go back to our VS Code app.jsx. Let me cross confirm this, that's the exact same file. Okay, now we have to go to same file jxs. Now what we have to do is that we have to delete everything. I'm kind of scared at this point. Let's see. Now we are going to delete the entire thing. So I just selected the entire code by clicking Control A. In order to select the entire code, you have to click Control A. Now I just deleted the entire thing. Now we have to paste this particular prompt. There is a lot of red lines over here. Let's figure out. So now in order to save this thing, you have to click Control S. Now you could see the file had been saved. Now let's see what came up with. Transformation failed. Okay, there is a lot of error over there. Oh, wait. Control A. Let me delete this thing. Instead of selecting everything at once, let's do like step by step. It's going to be much easier. So let me go back to Stitch. Let me go back to Stitch and just go with the first particular point over here. I think that would be much better compared to doing everything. So let me just keep it aligned so that it will be much easier for you to see the file. Okay. Now what I have to do is that I have to go to Google Stitch and select this one particular file, export, copy to clipboard, copy. Let me see whether this thing actually works. F3, sorry, Now what I have to do is that I have to paste this particular prompt over here. And hopefully this thing actually works. If it didn't, then let me refresh it. There is some error in this thing. Yeah, I just stopped it with the previous one, and there is a lot of error which have came like recently. I think we will be continuing the next episode, like in the coming videos. We'll be solving it step by step. I think it's right now the time to wind up this season. Tomorrow I will be starting the same video early on tomorrow at the morning. Morning section will be there, and we'll be trying to build the same thing till the end. So maybe at the 6th, right now I have to go. So I have some videos to be edited, then I have another live stream also. So I hope this thing video helps finds you really helpful. Let's build an entire app in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, and that's it. Bye. Thank you. Uh,